Okay, so have you ever heard about the time a cat crashed a UN summit?
Oh, you mean that whole thing with Macron and the cat? I think I saw a meme about it.
Memes don't quite cover it.
Yep.
This was a high-stakes gathering on peace in the Middle East. And in the middle of it all, a stray cat wanders in.
And not just wanders in, this cat ends up on the podium. During Macron's speech, imagine the scene. Diplomats, world leaders, everyone in the room has seen and done it all.
And they're all stunned by a cat.
It's like something out of a movie. You've got these serious peace talks going on, and suddenly there's this utterly ordinary cat.
Wait, so it wasn't even like a fancy pedigreed cat?
Nope. Our sources describe it as your average stray, completely unfazed by being in, the United Nations.
That's what makes it even better. But okay, how does a cat even get past UN security? That's like Fort Knox level stuff.
Right. It's wild. The source we're looking at doesn't give us the cat's exact route, but it does mention the sheer amount of security. Everyone was so focused on the summit.
So this cat just slips through.
Slipped right through. I mean, I'm picturing it now. This cat just casually sauntering past all these diplomats and security guards.
Talk about a stealth mission. Okay, so this cat's in the UN building, then what?
It ends up in the Grand Assembly Hall, weaving between rows of dignitaries.
Oh man, I wish there was video footage. These are people used to hushed whispers, not the sound of little cat feet, right? Did anyone even notice it first?
Well, apparently there were a few confused glances exchanged between security once the cat reached the podium.
Can you imagine? This is Macron's big speech. He's at the heart of it all, and then a cat walks onto the stage. I would panic.
You and me both. But Macron, he handles it like a pro.
Why? He just shoos it away?
Nope, that's the best part. He starts petting it. He even makes a joke about it, which, according to the source, instantly lightened the mood.
So Macron's petting this cat on the podium at a UN summit. You can't make this up.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
But it's what happens next that's really interesting. The source we have here describes this ripple of laughter going through the room.
I mean, it's a funny situation, right? But we're talking about diplomats here. People who are trained to keep it together no matter what.
Exactly. And yet, they can't help but laugh. Suddenly, it's not about treaties and negotiations. It's this shared moment of absurdity.
And I bet Macron's reaction didn't hurt. Instead of freaking out, she just rolls with it. Pets the cat. Makes a joke.
That's huge, actually.
Yeah.
According to the source, that really changed the entire tone. By engaging with the cat, Macron makes the situation relatable, human.
I see what you mean. It's like even world leaders, they're not immune to a cute animal showing up at the worst possible time.
Exactly. And that seems to have really resonated with the people in that room.
So then the source talks about this idea of shared humanity, this idea that the cat incident had some kind of lasting effect. How so?
Well, think about it. You've got all these diplomats, probably some who disagree on major issues, and they've all just shared this genuine moment of laughter.
Okay, so maybe that broke down some barriers, but did it actually lead to anything concrete?
That's the thing. The source actually uses phrases like small breakthroughs and a renewed spirit of cooperation when talking about the time after the cat incident.
Get out! So you're saying this cat, this random stray cat, might have actually helped move the peace talks forward?
It does seem that way. The source suggests that the cat incident might have shifted the tone of the entire summit.
It's kind of hard to wrap your head around. Are we really saying it went from tense negotiations to, like, everyone suddenly best friends because of a cat?
Not quite.
Yeah.
But the source does imply that things became a little less formal, a little more open to actual dialogue.
Okay, I'm starting to see it. So maybe it's less about the cat itself and more about what it represents. This moment of spontaneity, right? This break in the tension.
That's a really good way to put it. It's like the cat, just by being a cat, reminded everyone of something important.
Our shared humanity.
Exactly. And it's amazing to think that it had such a powerful effect.
Yeah.
The source even mentions that later on, some of the diplomats actually referred back to the cat incident as a turning point.
I mean, it really makes you think, what if we had more of those unscripted moments? In those really serious settings, you know?
Right, like imagine if every high-stakes meeting had a built-in element of surprise. Something to remind everyone that they're human.
Exactly. It's not about ignoring the serious stuff. It's about creating space for that connection. And this cat, it just, I don't know, it reminded everyone in the room of something important just by being a cat.
And the crazy thing is, it wasn't just the people in that room. The source talks about how news of this UN cat went viral.
Oh yeah, I bet. Everyone loves a good animal story.
It's true. But this was more than that. People around the world were sharing a laugh, talking about this moment of like levity in the middle of all this serious global stuff.
So it became this weird, unexpected bridge, all because of a cat on a podium.
And the source even suggests that it actually changed how people saw the summit. Instead of just another political deadlock, suddenly there was this sense of, I don't know, possibility, hope even.
Because of a cat. Come on, that's...
It sounds crazy, I know, but it makes you wonder, what other possibilities are we missing out on? Just by, sticking to the script.
What if the key to world peace is just letting more cats into important meetings?
Hey, stranger things have happened. But on a serious note, it's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most meaningful insights, the things that really shift our perspective, come from the most unexpected places.
So what you're saying is, the next time I see a stray cat, I should be taking notes.
You never know. It might just hold the answer to world peace. But in all seriousness, this whole story is just, hopeful. It reminds us that even in the middle of really complex, serious situations, there's still room for those moments of shared humanity.
And sometimes those moments come with 4 legs and a tail. Well, that was certainly a deep dive I won't soon forget. Thanks for joining me on this one.
Anytime.